And we begin this Sunday morning with two very different applications of the law. News this morning of a possible indictment of former President Donald Trump by progressive Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg. For more on this investigation into the Biden family's business dealings and to the expected Trump indictment this week is the House Oversight Committee Chairman, Congressman James Comer.
Well, it's very odd that this would come out just the very next day after I revealed bank records, which showed that the Biden family, the president in particular, hasn't been truthful with respect to his family receiving payments directly from the Chinese Communist Party. So it almost looks like it's an effort to detract. But at the very least, it's another example of two-tier system of justice.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and indictments are coming, and the GOP is scrambling to keep it together. Maria Bartiromo looked like a St. Patrick's Day hangover on the set of Fox News this weekend. Bartiromo was still dressed in green and looking disgusted, pulled herself onto the news set and to interview Republican James Comer, who is the chairman of the House Oversight Committee.
We've been looking into these classified documents. We saw the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago for one set of supposedly mishandled classified documents, but yet Joe Biden's had at least 5 different locations of mishandled classified documents, and they give him days and days to go in and clean up with his attorneys. So this looks to me like it's another example of a two-tier system of justice at the DOJ.
The Fox host wasted no time getting to the point and blurted out a question to Comer, asking him if he had any comment on Donald Trump being indicted on Tuesday. It was at that moment that James Comer decided to launch into crazy mode. Still wearing his leprechaun green tie, Comer suggested that an arrest of the orange Oompa Loompa would serve as a distraction from his investigation of Hunter Biden's laptop, an investigation into a private citizen.
Do you have any indication, whether it be from the laptop, from your investigation, that gives us any information about what specifically China was paying the Biden family for?
Well, we know that when the president was vice president in the Obama administration, he made several trips to China. He brought his son and some of these associates with him. They met in different places with some of these people that the president claimed he never met with. So we know the president hasn't been truthful about his involvement when he was vice president.
Has James Comer lost his mind? How is he the victim? How in the world does he make it seem like Trump's potential indictment is like someone finding his stash of Lucky Charms? He made no sense whatsoever. These two bone-headed leprechauns were spinning up nursery rhymes, but there isn't a credible thread between them. They present a false narrative to their viewers under the guise of news. Comer tried to gaslight viewers the entire time he was on camera. He tried to paint a picture of Joe Biden getting preferential treatment by the FBI and alleged that there was a two-tier system of justice that had Donald Trump behind the 8 ball.
Well, this is so incredibly dangerous, and I mean, it feels sinister. The Chinese Communist Party wants to overtake the #1 superpower, take America down, become the #1 superpower, and they've been coming at us at all ends, a surveillance balloon. We even have Chinese nationals coming into the wide open southern border. The apprehension numbers are up 1,000% year over year. And yet you've got Joe Biden, doing these deals with China while he was vice president, and now real soft on China. There was no response to the surveillance balloon. There was no response to COVID-19 leaking from the lab. I don't even think he's ever raised it with Xi Jinping.
The truth is that Donald Trump deserves to be indicted. It seems more likely than ever. Donald Trump is probably practicing crying into a camera like Jimmy Swaggart, or he may be rolled up in a ball waiting for his eventual fate. It doesn't matter what clowns like Bartiromo or Comer think at this point. If Trump is going to be indicted, James Comer can fabricate a story all day long. It's not going to matter in the big scheme of things. Fox News is just stirring the pot because they don't have any legitimate stories. They are interested in ratings, not the truth. These two trolls can't stand how President Biden has ran circles around Donald Trump. They are desperate to hold on to their dwindling base, so they create nonsense stories and conspiracies to spread to their audience. Hunter's laptop is a non-issue in the big picture. James Comer is in denial. The truth is just too much for that jackaloon. Donald Trump's indictment is imminent, and the popcorn is getting popped in microwaves across this nation as America waits for the orange tyrant to be perp-walked in front of awaiting cameras, and it's going to be epic, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.